Welcome to AT 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. New lawsuits were filed in connection to the racist mass shooting that killed 10 people at Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York last year. Attorneys representing survivors and a family member of one of the victims who died in the 2022 attack filed the suits Tuesday in Erie County State Supreme Court, alleging that social media companies Reddit and YouTube, Google, gun companies, and the defendants' parents facilitated and equipped the then 18-year-old Peyton Gendron for the mass shooting. The civil lawsuits seek punitive and compensatory damages. The 18-year-old was convicted and sentenced to life in prison in February. Well, the flu bug won't be the only potential health threat Americans will face over the next few months. According to federal surveillance data, COVID-19 levels are relatively low nationwide, but they are on the rise. The Advocate Channel's John Lawrence reports.
You can't call it a comeback because the coronavirus never really went away.
COVID is still here, like it's been here throughout.
As schools across the country reopen for the fall and Americans face the latter half of the calendar year, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says COVID-19 hospitalizations have been climbing since early July.
The community levels go up, and then we start to see the hospitalizations come up afterwards.
The Chicago Department of Public Health says it's seen roughly 72 cases per day within the last week. That's a 4% hike from the week before.
I'd go a whole 12-hour shift without seeing any. And then in the last, 1 to 2 weeks, we see 3, 4, 5, 6 COVID positive cases coming in.
Health officials say although COVID-19 hospitalization rates are at a high not seen since April, they're much lower than before. The CDC says roughly 1% of hospital beds in U.S. inpatient and intensive care units are currently taken by COVID-19 patients. During the Omicron surge, more than 20% of all beds were occupied. Although U.S. cases have dropped significantly since the peak of the pandemic, health officials are advising people to be cautious and fully vaccinated because COVID-19 is here for good.
It's probably not going to go away.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
America's largest retailer appears to be making gains at the expense of Target and Home Depot. As those big box retailers are reporting a bit of a slump, more shoppers are heading to Walmart for groceries and essentials. Walmart is raising its full year outlook for sales, citing a stronger performance than expected during the first half of the year. Sales of groceries and health and wellness products are up significantly over the prior year. That continues to trend of shoppers prioritizing necessities as inflation drives prices higher. Walmart is partially encouraged by its market share gain in groceries, which now count for the bulk of its annual revenue. And thanks so much for joining us for AT 24/7. For more, go to theadvocatechannel.com and subscribe on the Advocate Channel YouTube page. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Aaron Dean.